Oh my goodness, hello. Sorry, it took me
Happy
so long.
Hellions!
It took me so long. I'm I'm trying to get used to streaming again, man, and it's just
It's
it's a
not
shit
happening.
show. Which once again failing to notify me. How dare Deacon? I'm glad you could. But hello and welcome to my very sleepy voice. A very sleepy Hellions pre-recorded pre-show. So how's everybody? I don't even know if my voice is coming through because I'm speaking not quite in my microphone, but
Can you hear us?
oh my goodness. I think that's like the first time you've spoken. We can
I
hear
came
you.
in yelling
Amazing.
Happy Hellions
Oh, you did come in yelling Happy Hellions. That's right.
because you'd done a countdown like it was goddamn New Year.
Because you were still talking. and
Look,
I will never have it be said that I go live without telling people what's going on.
I mean, this is very true, but also the post that I was sharing and we were tittering over was very funny.
It was very
So,
funny. You're correct. It
yeah.
was quite funny, yes. And we
I
will not
feel
share it
like
with you at all.
we we won't share it with you at all. Absolutely not. But I do feel like when we do these openings for the Hellions pre-recorded shows, it feels kind of like the openings that they used to do for the Twilight Zone.
Oh
I
my
don't know why
god.
it feels like that for me, but it does.
I was
It's
gonna
just
say
our private opening where we just open a book and go, and welcome to the Hellion Zone. Ooh. Yep.
maybe more like MS3K, but like yeah,
Mm.
totally.
No, you're right. You're right. That's the vibe.
But anyway, hello and welcome if this is your first time joining us. Man, this must be weird. Uh
Yeah. What you doing? I mean,
yeah.
welcome. Hello.
But yeah, Hellions is normally a live stream pretty much every
Yes.
Monday. Although we did take December and January off for a nice extended little break.
Sometimes, right, your DM just needs to breathe a little.
I mean, I get it, but also
Yeah.
I miss my boy. I miss my boy so much. But that doesn't matter because you're not gonna see Boy Prime today. You're gonna see our cast with
Yes.
Zanthe.
If you are Hellions regulars and wondering what the hell is going on here, we're doing pre-recorded sideshow of Xanth in a three-shot. This is the part two. This is the second part.
Yes.
Yes.
The first part
Um,
is up in our VODs from last week and will be
it
on
is.
YouTube soon. I'm just bad at YouTube. Um, but yeah, we had some chances to record with Emily over the Christmas break, who had to leave us for big girl job.
Real job, yeah.
Yeah, and we really miss playing. So we were like, let's get some Xanth time in. Um,
And
yeah,
as you can tell from the next 2 hours, we got some Xanth time.
yes. So this one's a little bit shorter than last week. We're coming in at just under 2 hours once the recording starts. Um, but yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, I guess. We'll do our normal, our warnings. Our streams are mature. There is swearing and stuff in these episodes. There's definitely just some like generally inappropriate content. So, keep an eye out for that.
You say inappropriate. I
Listen,
say funny as fuck.
we did have a good time, and I don't think that there are any like big time warnings coming up in these episodes. But
Not that I can remember.
no, but just because there's not any for us doesn't mean that there's not any for you, and we always encourage our viewers to practice viewer discretion. If anything is ever making you uncomfortable, get up, leave, come back later. There will be a VOD, like you can just skip the stuff you don't want to listen to. And
Yeah,
if
and if you
they're
tell us in Discord, we can maybe even put a timestamp.
yeah, and be more mindful of that stuff in the future.
Yes.
So yeah, that's just something that we like to say to
Yeah.
you.
Like, we prioritize our player safety, so please make sure to give yourself some love if you're watching through and come across anything that just doesn't sit right. Like, we
Yeah,
want you guys to be okay and have fun too.
yeah. And if Twitch isn't giving you your notifications and you're like, "Hey, what the hecky?" Uh we also do opt-in notifications for streams on the Discord. So,
Yes.
you can opt in to have a Twitch tag and be tagged when the stream goes live. Sorry, as previously discussed, I am so sleepy. I have been awake for so long already, and I don't know why. Um, but yeah, so you can always
If you hear
do
any
that.
snoring during the recorded show, it's just that Nick has fallen asleep. Don't
So it's
mention
that I fall asleep and I forget to mute my mic. No, that won't happen. That would be a disaster because we would just be talking
it.
over the show the whole time. So yeah, we'll be hanging out in chat. We may have other folks join us in chat. Who knows? And we'll do a little outro for you guys too. There's
Yeah.
not really much of a break, so when the BRB screen
No.
comes back up, it's gonna when it comes up, it's gonna go back down real quick. So, run, don't walk when you see the BRB screen to grab your water and stretch and stuff. Because I gave you no time, at all.
Well done.
Yeah, so go pee really fast. Yeah, exactly. It's like, you know what? It's your house probably. You can clean it up later. Okay, no, I'm gonna start the episode. I can't do this anymore.
You're banned. I'm banning you from intros for the foreseeable future.
Thank you,
There we
thank
go.
you. Okay, so without further ado, I almost hit end stream instead of started the recording. Let's go. Happy listening, everyone, and we'll be in here with you. Probably shit talking ourselves just as much as you are. So
Yep.
have a
Yep.
great time. See you at the end of the episode.
See you on the flip side.
Oh god. Goodbye.
Please say fart.
Fart.
Thank you.
Wait. As myself.
Yeah, sure. Either.
Okay, fart.
I literally I started recording halfway through Emily being like, Dodger,
Oh.
oh
Amazing.
my god. Okay. Well, we're ready
I
to
was
go.
even trying to give it like enough time too, so you would start the recording.
Oh god.
Welcome to Hellions. This is the energy that we're bringing to the table today. This is a special session. A special session because we have Emily!
I'm the special friend.
For those who do not remember Emily, which I hope is nobody, I look at the chat threateningly. Emily plays Zanthe, which means that this is another Zanthe one-shot. Dun 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 dun! Another episode of the Suicide Squad meets Carnocht. I'm saying this sarcastically, but it is unfortunately turning out to be more truth than it is turning out to be a joke. So, last episode we left off with this wonderful and eclectic gang given a job to prove their loyalty to the guild that Zanthe's brother Xander is quite high up in. And that job was to steal 1,000,000 gold from the bank. They have a blueprint, they have some notes, they have a semi-formed plan.
Do we?
Introduce yourselves, guys.
Oh.
Do we have a plan?
I'm gonna get us flagged on Twitch if I carry
Hi.
that on.
I'm Ned, and I'm playing.
Just starting in the middle. In the middle, I love it.
What
Fuck
chaos! We rolled a 12.
What
we rolled a 12,
chaos.
guys. It's perfect.
We can do this.
Is this like one of the highest we've gotten for a vibe check though? Come on. Like,
Alright, now
Okay,
let's
I'm
go.
Ned. I'm playing Rodri. Rodri is a drow and an assassin rogue, and he does not have any time for everyone's shit.
Very fair.
Mm-hmm. He is a professional.
Ned, you have to answer the question for the week, which is, does he eat the orange with the lingerie?
Does he eat the orange with the lingerie on?
Yes,
Yes.
he does. He does not care.
Oh my god.
But the weird thing that he does is that he does take the skin off of kumquats, and just eats the fleshy bits of kumquats, which are very sour, and you need the skin to make them not sour. So
He's a weirdo.
Extended fruit lore.
I didn't think he was as weird until right now.
I have been to steal kumquats from display cases at my college, and I didn't realize the first time that I had one that you were just supposed to eat it with the skin on. It was very, very sour, and then I found out the skin is edible, and I now really love kumquats.
That's some Ned lore.
That's
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, that's good.
good lore. Is it me or what
Sure.
direction are we going? Go
It
get
doesn't-
Go for it.
It's
Hi.
whatever we want.
I'm used to going after Ned, but this is weird. Hi, I'm Danny. I am playing Nalka. She is also a drow. She is also does not have time for this and is very annoyed that somehow this is her problem. So she's decided that it's time to leave the guild because fuck them. This is bullshit.
Yay!
So she's leaving, and she's going to maybe get Zanthe, and definitely going to use the rest of the party to get out. They can come too, maybe.
Listen, who got you that finger?
As for whether she eats the lingerie, absolutely not.
I think Babs should go next.
All
Yeah.
right. All right.
Oh god.
That's fair. Hi everybody, I'm Babs. I'm playing Fisher, the dwarf fighter who eats her oranges and tangerines and mandarins with the lingerie on and finds you all weak for not eating them with that. That's where all the nutrients are, obviously.
That's fair.
What makes your hair curly? Eating the crusts.
Okay, that's a fucking lie. My hair is curly as hell. I don't eat the fucking lingerie.
Ah.
My hair is straighter than the straightest man, and I do eat the lingerie.
So maybe
No,
it makes
it's
your
not
hair
another
straight.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm gone.
You can't leave. We need you.
Yeah,
By muting my mic, I leave the room.
you're the
Oh,
most
God.
important for this game.
Is that how that works?
Dukes.
All right. Yep. What's up? Hi, I'm Dodger. I'm playing Wagner, and he's a good robot. He's really good at stuff. And I don't think he bothers to take the lingerie off. I doubt that he would bother to take the skin off. He definitely tries to eat things on the regular, so he's probably tried to eat one, but it was done wrong in an incorrect way.
I feel like I'm like staring you down,
Who's that gonna
Emily.
be?
Oh, is it me?
I don't know. It's one of us.
Okay, I can go.
Okay.
I'm Emily. I'm Emily. Hi. I'm playing Zanthe. Oh man. Xanth, so first of all, I feel like we haven't explained what the lingerie on an orange is yet, and we've just been saying this back and forth. The lingerie is the pulp on the orange, the little tiny
White
The
flecks.
white stringies.
like the skin bits
White
that after
string
you
stuff.
peel it. Yeah.
That is terrible. Yeah.
So Xanth absolutely would eat that. They would, as we discussed prior to this game, Xanth would bite off part of the orange with the skin on, and then mid-bite take out the skin, but just the rest of it is fine. If you get a little bit of skin in the bite, is all good. That's my boy.
Disgusting boy.
Disgusting.
And hello, I'm Nick. I'm playing Frog, who is not, well, currently is actually a frog because they're wild shaped, but is actually a halfling. Um, and uh, yeah, I feel like Frog has not encountered enough oranges to know that you're even supposed to peel them, probably, and so is probably pretty like haphazard with it. Yeah, I don't know.
Just
God,
swallows it whole.
Yeah.
Is Frog not like a normie? He seems like out of anybody in this group, it feels like Frog would have had just that normal, like, yeah, I've eaten plenty of oranges sort of life.
I don't
No,
know.
that's not the vibe.
is
That's not
Frog?
the frog vibe. No. That's
I
not
feel
the
like
frog vibe.
Frog is incredibly uninformed in everything in his life.
Yes.
Like,
Yes,
Maybe.
Frog doesn't know anything. Frog's also like actually a small teenager. Like
Right.
Frog is like actually young. And like are oranges local to Carnocht? I feel like you know?
No, actually,
I-
they're not. They're imported.
See, and I don't
Yeah.
think Frog has had much encounters with things that are imported. Period.
There
Full
you go.
stop.
Hey. That's less weird if they're not like something you can just get like an apple, like steal off of.
Yeah,
Any
and I will
vendor.
say I kind of assumed they were imported when I
Okay.
said that. But yes, like yeah, I just think they haven't encountered it too much, you know?
The whole pineapple thing is still happening in Carnocht.
what pineapple
what
You
thing?
can't
pineapple
just say the
thing?
whole pineapple thing.
I know
Well,
exactly what you mean.
the-
So...
I know what they mean.
Yeah, like historians will know what I mean. Historians hate this man.
Historians hate me.
So when pineapples first started being exported in the awful British Empire, they were very popular and in every home, and you would like rent a pineapple for a dinner party.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh.
No, I do know this.
Yeah, where they were also like a
Yeah.
very bougie thing to give. Like
Yeah.
instead of bringing a bottle of wine, you could like bring a
Bring a
pineapple. And it
pineapple.
would be like, oh, what a lovely $100 bottle of wine. Like same reaction, basically.
Yeah,
It was
and
wild.
that's why like you'll see a lot of houses, particularly in like shipping communities, that have pineapples like as door knockers or like on the front doors, like carving, etc.
It just makes me laugh.
This is not something that I encountered growing up at all. That we always had pineapple door knockers and like shits all over the place. Yeah, you know too much about my family now.
Thank you for
Yeah.
the clarification.
We have had
welcome.
so much extended Ned lore that wow, I can't speak. So much
So
extended
much
Ned lore
Ned lore.
tonight.
We're adding to the Ned lore that I'm allergic to pineapple, so now you all know how to kill me.
Oh,
No,
no.
no,
no.
stop.
Oh no.
Pineapple.
No,
Ugh.
Anyways,
that
shall
is
we-
culturally relevant.
Yeah, I was gonna say like don't fucking say shit, Emily. Like don't fucking spoil shit right now.
Emily, retain your silence.
I'm fine. It's fine. I'm fine.
Wow, that 12 is
Everything's
really not
fine.
serving us today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are here. We are here to
actually
play.
playing, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are here to play D&D. Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why
Sure,
did you
yeah.
all go quiet when I said that?
I mean, we're trying to give you the floor.
Seems like you want
Okay.
this to be less chaotic.
Yeah. If your mic wasn't blinking on and off, I would think that you'd like left us.
I am laughing too quiet for Discord to pick up. Oh my goodness. So who remembers where we left off last week?
Were we walking into a bank?
I think
You were
Yeah.
walking into a bank. Well done.
Nice.
You were walking up the stairs, and I believe I said that you throw open the doors Aragorn style and stride into the bank, and that we left it there.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, we did.
Was
Okay.
the bank open? The bank was open.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
the bank is open because
The bank is
Zan-
open, to remind
Zant
you.
is actually disguised dressed as a banker.
That's right.
Very, very nicely disguised too, from what I remember, because that's the only thing Zant's actually
Yeah.
good at doing.
It was a good roll. It was a good roll. So Xanth is disguised. Several of you are invisible. I hope you
Got
remember who you are.
Frog
Yep.
in my pocket,
Yeah.
and
Frog's
Wagner
in the
by my
pocket.
side.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Wagner is
buddy.
just there.
Yeah.
The moment that you walk into the doors, as a group, but also very much just as Xanth and Wagner to anybody watching, I would like you to roll perception. Or perhaps insight. It's your choice.
I just want to clarify that I'm a very pretty girl right now. That's it. Oh, I got a natural 20. Yes,
Oh,
yes.
thank goodness you
Nice.
did.
I got a 16 insight, which is rare for Frog.
God, Frog really popping off today.
Got a fort for my
Frog
peepers.
is the 12.
Frog, embody the 12.
Yeah,
Roll
everybody
the
else rolled
12.
a 1. Frog rolled that 12.
Yeah.
I got an 8, so meh.
Okay.
I use my
I
passive.
specifically did insight because my perception is garbage. Despite being a wisdom caster, don't look into it.
Xanth, the moment that you walk into the bank, you realize that something is wrong. You
Mhm.
must have done something wrong. Surely you have to. Like, is there something on your face? Why is everybody looking at me? Everybody is watching you.
Oh, okay. Xantha's
Not
gonna.
in not in a creepy way, but in a whispering the moment that you walk in and it very slowly goes around the room and then people are trying to sneak looks at you and some people are just blatantly watching. Frog, with your insight, you know that this is because they are seeing something strange. And considering that Xanth looks like a fairly, normal person in a bank,
Mhm.
maybe it's not Xanth that's the problem here.
Are they looking at me or at Wagner?
With your perception, you can tell that they are looking at both of you,
Okay.
but a lot of eyes are trained on Wagner.
Okay.
Rodri and Fisher, you also notice this.
Mhm.
A little bit too late. Like, it takes a bit. Xanth will get a message from Frog that says, like, hey, would Wagner said that, like, it was that he's the only one like him, do you think maybe that was, like, very literal?
Do I have to speak to? Well, I can just awaken mind.
Oh, I was gonna say, message, yeah, allows for a response.
Okay. Yeah, if I can't do it audibly, I'll use awaken mind, but I'll just reply to Frog. Uh, mm, do you know what we could do with Wagner? I mean, we could leave him outside now. I feel like it's a pretty reasonable.
Beep boop. I am a robot. Beep beep boop.
I
Beep
think
boop.
I think if we
Wagner,
left
you
him...
didn't perceive that there was anything wrong. As far as you're concerned, you are in just a natural place.
know.
You're just,
I feel like
yeah.
this is still
Character.
reasonable, you know?
This is still reasonable. Yeah, no, it's true. It's true.
I feel like at this point, if we left him outside, he might go missing. Are we supposed to go to a place with valuable things?
Were you listening this whole time?
Can I roll to make the connection that Nick has absolutely made that I don't know if Frog would be able to make, but I really want them to?
Roll intelligence, and I will let you know.
Come on, I need that 12, baby. It's a 4.
No, Frog does not make the connection.
You can just hear me like rattling my chair over here, just like, God, I just want to say words. It's fine.
It's fine. It's totally fine.
I will say, Nauka,
Hmm.
if you would like to,
Yeah.
please roll another perception check.
Okay.
For you have something else that you could look for in this bank.
I have a 19 passive perception. Just
Oh,
FYI.
with a 19 passive. Sorry, I didn't realize I haven't got your sheets up.
No, you're
But
good.
with a 19 passive perception, you would notice that there is a door to your left that appears to be labeled magical components and mixtures.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
Just for your reference.
Yeah. Well, while everyone seems to be distracted, Naka's gonna just sort of head over there, give it a little peeky do, just to see what's up.
Much like the rest of the bank, it seems to be very grand. It's marble, it's dark wood. There are rows of counters set up with the bankers counting cash already, putting paperwork through. The magical components section, however, has one very harried looking apprentice who is half asleep on her desk, who has done nothing all day. The desk is empty, the paperwork is unfiled, and she is just dozing idly and trying to prestidigitate the lingerie off of an orange.
God fucking damn it.
Now, is she
See.
succeeding at this, or is it like exploding?
Oh no, she's managing. Right now, she's managing.
Alright.
But
I'm
she's not down to the
invisible.
really finicky lace yet.
Biggest problem is being invisible, and I can't catch things while I'm invisible. How? Let's see. So this is like there's a door that exists, but I don't have access to it, right?
Essentially, yes. If you all turn your attention to the map.
Oh.
Oh.
The blueprints that you have access to. Did we give everybody a JPEG of the map?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
in
in
the
chat.
chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in, yeah.
I did forget to ask what the thieves' cat says,
Oh yeah.
assuming that
Same.
it is, because I can read that.
Well,
I,
Noyoka is the only one that has it, I think.
Yeah.
We can do some rolls for it later. Um, so you've just entered through the double doors,
Mhm.
which are at the top of the map. And to either side of you, there are giant statues that appear to be the founders of the bank. A particularly ratty, tall, spindly looking dragonborn, and a man with a mace. And the magical components section is the door just on the right hand side of the map. You can see there is the reception counter, and then just behind it is a little door leading to the magical components section.
Okay. So that first
Okay.
room with a C on it in the middle.
No.
Oh.
Is it so it's like mirrored, right? But like the one on the right side for us
Yes.
viewing it.
Yes.
Okay.
The very far room.
Okay.
The middle room with the C in it is a giant door that is behind the main reception. The receptionist of which is standing up and looking over the counter at Zanthe and Wagner with excited eyes.
Okay. Is T for teller? Is that what it is?
Mhm.
Or okay. And then are the dots like bars?
Yes, the dots are bars, so the teller does business through the bars in those sections.
Okay, so then I see. Okay, so we can. Uh,
To get technical about it, they're portcullis. They go up and down.
yeah, that makes sense. Okay, cool. And it's the one that's behind those bars that is looking bored AF.
Indeed, it is. Yes.
Interesting. Okay. Du-du-du.
I will also say a very quick thank you to Dungeon Scroll for helping me make a map. If anybody has
in record
wondered in the
time.
past, in record time, yeah.
Is
If anybody has wondered in the past, I do use Dungeon Scroll. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. I was gonna say, is there any kind of like seating inside the bank? Like some banks will have like around the statues or front doors, like a sitting area.
Yes, around the statues, the bottom of the statues is like a circular seating area with chairs in the corners.
Okay. Yeah, now I'll kind of like retreat a little bit and like we'll actually go and like sit down and is going to try to look as innocuous as possible and
Well, I mean,
probably.
you're invisible, so that's fairly.
Well, they're gonna cast a spell, which is gonna drop the invisibility. So
Oh,
it's
I
like,
see. I see.
try not to be like a person appeared out of nowhere.
I would like you to roll. I would like you to roll stealth for me, please.
Okay. You can kind of do that. 17.
Okay, all right. With the 17, you can definitely pass off looking like you were there all along. As far as
Okay.
you know, no one has picked up on it anyway.
Cool. If there are windows to be looking out of, she's going to be looking at that. She's going to cast Arcane Eye and start moving that a little bit off into the component section. It'll take a few rounds.
Okay. Is there any save on that, or is it just...
Arcane Eye is just a thing you make,
Mhm.
and then it gets to roam around 30 feet around. It can see in all directions at once. It is concentration. It is invisible. And yeah, basically, like, my understanding is it's not like when you like warg into your familiars. It's literally just like you receive all the information along with your normal vision.
Okay, good to
And
know.
it can. I think it's like it can't move through walls, but it can move through anything like an area as small as an inch in diameter. So any cracks, basically, I can get hit through.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was just gonna go poking around.
And are you sending that towards the, like, what area of the bank are you sending that towards?
That's going towards components first, just to see if maybe like the
Okay.
door will open, and then she has an opportunity to slip it inside.
Okay, and for clarity's sake,
Mm-hmm.
it is an invisible spell.
It is invisible. You create a magical invisible eye with the range that hovers in the air for duration. You mentally receive information from the eye. Normal vision, dark vision, 30 feet.
Okay. Beautiful and wonderful. So you send the eye to investigate for a little bit. The main table on the outside is what appears to be the greeting area, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
This is where most people will come forward and say, oh, I need XYZ. And then you notice that there is a little steeled up window with a lock by the portcullis wall to pass objects through if needed. There is no one on this desk at the moment, but a little spinning top starts whirring the moment that the eye gets close to it.
Okay.
It's not emitting a sound, it is just spinning. The woman at the second desk behind the portcullis is still not paying attention.
Okay. Huh.
Would you
Uh,
like to investigate further?
yeah. I think it would be a matter of probably like edge it a little closer and just to see if it like spins like more violently or anything like that.
How much closer would you like to get? A
Uh,
foot, 2 foot? You're about 5 foot away from it right now. The eye is.
1 foot.
Okay. So it inches closer. The spinning top at this point is really starting to work up speed, whizzing
Okay.
round and round and round. It's also started to emit a very low whistling noise with how fast it's going.
Okay.
The
Interesting.
the teller behind the other desk still hasn't heard this whistling sound or seen the spinning top.
Okay. Um. Yeah. I'm just gonna retreat and probably go looking for more of those.
Okay. So you will withdraw the eye and send it off elsewhere. Where would you like to send it to investigate next?
Uh, Probably. Honestly, this is gonna take a while, so we can get back to Zanthe and uh, Wagner's whole situation. But just to like maybe check all of the tellers' desks and see if they all have that little like uh detection top, inception
It
top.
won't take a while at all, but they do all have one of those.
Okay.
Um, you also notice that the door above the little area marked C, that has two outside of it that appear much bigger than the ones on the desk. And they very slowly like shudder as the eye goes past.
All right. I will message. Uh, Everyone is invisible except for Frog, Wagner, and Zam, right?
Yes.
Yes. But I don't know. Frog's in my pocket, if that makes a difference.
I just need to know who I need to message as far as like who's invisible. Uh, but yeah, we'll sort of back to back message Rodri and Fisher to let them know that the about the tops basically and be like, watch out for tops, can see invisible.
Would respond with gesture of understanding, except for the fact that I am invisible and no one could see me. That gesture.
DM, I have a question.
Yes, go for it.
Can we, the Invisible Bunch,
Yes.
see Nalka for where we're at in general since she dropped invisibility, or are we all
Yes,
just kind of in the
where
lobby?
you're kind of all just in the lobby. Nauka's over to the right-hand side of the map, around one of the statues on the seating area. So she's plainly visible.
Okay. Okay, so that's one question. Second question, um, is there any guards or like other than the staff behind the tellers tables? Is there like any posted guard or like a employees only door anywhere nearby that's like
Roll
apparent?
investigation.
Okay. Big money no whammies. That's a 24 total.
Big money, no whammies. Nice. With a 24, you notice there is a suspicious absence of guards. The people at the teller stations appear to be normal bankers. They do not appear to be armed. There doesn't appear to be anything labeled security or anybody carrying weapons. Um, In fact, like there is a little station at the door for visitors to leave their own weapons if they would like to. They're like little umbrella stands. However, you do notice in every corner of the lobby and behind the main teller's station, the reception desk, either side of this large door behind it, there appear to be little carvings of eyes.
Ah.
Ah.
Mm.
Okay. All right. Okay, and then sorry, third question before I do actual things. These are important and necessary. Did we rule the invisibility dropping if, for example, I take something out of my pocket and throw it?
If it is counted as an attack, yes. If it is not counted as an attack, no. But you will have to roll stealth if you're planning to throw something,
Okay.
just to make sure that no one, more like to make sure that no one sees that it's coming from nowhere, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to preface my actions by saying, Danny, I love you. This is not against you. This is not against you personally. But anyway, because that's how I play D&D. But anyway, I would like to inconspicuously, but perhaps pointedly, throw the alchemist's fire
Well,
in the general direction where Naoka is to create a distraction.
I love the idea that you were like, I could throw this at the other side of the building that has no one in it.
But I won't.
But I won't.
But I won't.
Why would I do that? You know?
Yeah.
I mean, there is nothing but Naoka stopping you, so yeah, you can do that. I need you to roll stealth first,
Perfect.
and Naoka, I need you to roll a dex save to see if you get out of the way.
Throughout all this, Rodri is just pinching the bridge of his nose, and it's just like, I'm surrounded by idiots.
Cool. Excellent. I rolled a 10.
Okay.
So I think I'm getting hit.
Yeah, I think you're getting hit too, friend. I am so sorry. I also think that all of the alarms in the bank immediately go off. The lights turn down low. The room is washed with red light, and you hear the soft grinding noise as the statues start to move.
Fuck.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
die. I'm gonna die.
Naoka, you are unfortunately fully in the range of fire.
Uh-huh.
And sorry, bear with me as I figure this out. Okay, so arcane fire. An area of effect, alchemist fire. Damage is only 1d4. It's a consumable, but
Yep,
20 foot of an area is now consumed in fire. And you take a d4 of damage each of your turns left in this fire.
Cool. Good.
This is going really well.
The only character I've ever made that doesn't have some sort of like misty step or teleport spell or anything
Yep.
like that. Yep.
Mhm.
Has to walk through the fire.
Oh god.
You're fucking badass doing that, though.
I know.
Walk through the fire and let it burn. Sorry, I was having flashbacks to Buffy. Once
I have
more
a
with feeling.
question.
Yes.
Would I assume not, but would the damage that Naoka takes walking through this fire or being in this fire count as an attack?
I'm gonna say yes. Yes, it does. So the invisibility that was on Fisher has dropped.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
And I actually, it's like the alarms are going off. Do the other doors seal, or is it just kind of like everything's just going bananas in this lobby?
The lobby is locked down. As far as you can tell, there was an almighty click, 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 click,
Okay.
click behind you. And you get the impression that the other areas do not have doors, but a seal has come down behind the
Somehow.
portcullises.
Okay. Okay.
Also, all of the civilians trapped in there with you have started to scream.
Yep. And
So-
Fisher will perform as if she is also startled as a civilian.
Roll performance.
Yes.
Also, just for my sanity,
Yep.
between the arcane eye and me having a passive perception of 19, did I see that shit? Do I know?
Roll to keep up your concentration as it was thrown at you.
That's true. I fucking. What is it? A con save?
Mm-hmm.
Well, fuck me. Concentrating gone.
Yep.
What?
Unfortunately, the eye is down. What did you get?
Was 8 minus 1, so 7.
Yeah, unfortunately, with a 7, I'm not gonna let you have seen the very end. You were too taken up with trying to move out of the way of the alchemist's fire that was flying towards you.
I also took the full 4 damage.
We.
Oh.
How far away is Naoka from us? Like we can
Well-
see her, right? Or no?
You can, yes. Each of these squares on the map is 10 feet.
Mhm.
So Nauka is beneath the right-hand statue.
Okay, and we're
Santa's size. Like, it's been 5 minutes.
so we're what, like
And I'm-
40 feet away ish?
Yes,
Or
thereabouts.
am I
Like
misunderstanding
30
where we are?
No, 30, 40 feet away is about right.
Okay. Wagner will look over at Naoka and be like,
Does she burn? She burns, right?
Like,
Yes.
are you asking? Yes, people burn.
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast Healing Word. Because you're within 60 feet, so it should work.
Hey,
Yep.
Hold on.
my dumbass trying to skip through the fire.
Okay, you heal for 10. Hopefully that helps.
Yes.
In the chaos,
Always a good start, yes.
I think Frog is gonna try and just see if they can squeeze under that central door and see what's in the big room.
Yep.
The central door, huh? You're gonna try and squeeze under the central door?
I don't like
Yeah.
the way you're saying that.
Okay.
Can I roll
alright.
peepers to see if I see him doing that?
Oh, absolutely. Anybody who would
Yeah.
like to, please roll perception for a frog hopping down off Zanthe and across the floor.
I got a 4 on stealth, so
A 19, baby.
a natural 1 on my
Any-
stealth roll.
Anybody who gets above a 4 can see frog.
Okay, I see frog.
Fantastic.
I love that my perception is so high that even though I got nat 1, I can still see
Oh my
frog.
god.
Yep.
Frog.
Wait, okay, so are you literally like jumping out of his pocket and
Yeah.
then just like
Yeah.
Okay. Wagner
seems
will
like a good
also get on
moment.
the ground and crawl next to you.
Where are we going, guy? What are we doing?
I mean, I was kind of hoping that this would be like a solo expedition. I was gonna see if I could. I mean, I'm pretty small. I feel like I can get under that door.
Babe.
No, but like
No
you're
such
not.
thing as solo. We're a team.
I mean,
Where you going?
I appreciate that, but like, I don't think you could get under the door.
Challenge accepted.
All right, Wagner and I are going to the door.
Great, we're
my
gonna try to
God.
squeeze under the door.
Sometimes being a DM means that you just have to mute your mic so that no one can hear you laughing till you wheeze. So everybody can see this now because one, you rolled a 4 on stealth, but 2, you now have Wagner assisting you, and Wagner is. Are you rolling stealth?
No.
Exactly. So all of the civilians who were screaming and they're like, "There's fire! There's fire!" They
So much
start
fire.
to
Oh,
stop.
no.
Yeah, like some of them are just looking at this, being like, "What the fuck?" And as you make your way towards the door, the teller behind the reception very confusedly just puts out a foot as if to try and stop you, and kind of tows Frog out of the way.
Hey, whoa.
You're,
That's my
you're not
life partner,
allowed.
dude.
You're okay. You're not allowed past the. You can't be here.
But I am here. We are here. We're all here.
Frog
But
just
you
climbs up on
Together.
Wagner
But
and
you,
says nothing
but you
because they're a
can't.
frog.
You can't be. Roll insight.
Wagner reaches up to stroke her cheek.
She recoils, weirded out.
Can
Oh
I?
man.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So, I can't like talk, but I can message,
Mm-hmm.
which is a great start. I'd really love to cast suggestion.
You cast
Okay.
on wild shape?
That's my question. If I will be allowed to cast in
I
wild
actually know
shape.
this. You can't,
Okay.
unless you're like level 16.
Yeah.
Okay. Then
You can be a druid main. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Then for now, Frog will simply be a frog. This seems like the best course of action.
Is he at least an apologetic frog for his crimes, or just?
I mean, Frog
Are
is
you at least
pretending
sorry
to be
for
just a normal frog. So no. Why would a frog ever apologize? Frogs are not morally capable of doing anything wrong.
Oh my god.
Alright.
This woman is very confused, a little weirded out, and is looking at Wagner as though he might be committing an arrestable offense. What are the rest of you doing?
Seems like looking at Naoki to see what the fuck's going on.
Well, now you've been healed for however much damage was.
I'm back to
said.
full. Thank
Yes.
bless a robot. It has like upper management or security or like any new bank staff like entered the room as a result of there being like literal fire that showed up.
I
No.
think just the statues are moving.
What are the statues doing? Because that seems important.
Okay, so you look behind you and you notice that the statue of the very spindly dragonborn has definitely moved and has currently got 1 foot on the floor off of its pedestal. But on top of that, you notice that there are tiny holes in the ceiling. And I say this only because there is now water coming from them,
Oh.
which is luckily putting out the fire but has not stopped people from panicking. As for are there guards? Not yet.
Not
As
yet.
far as you can tell. Admittedly, it's only been a few seconds. It's only just been about long enough for Frog to have a bad idea. So, a few minutes.
I think it was a great idea.
So who's visible right now, just to keep tabs?
I think it's everybody but Rodri.
Correct.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Mhm.
It's been like 2 minutes.
Yeah, it has.
Mm-hmm.
And everything's gone to shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
So
Rodri, you are the
Rodri-
only one with invisibility still active.
You're like
Oh,
that
good
scene
job,
at the pizza
buddy.
the community pizza party gif. That.
Yeah.
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 I
Yeah.
fully expected that, and am very annoyed that the doors are locked because I would completely just walk out.
Maybe Rodri is like has every right to be fucking annoyed at us at this point. Like
Yeah, I am a trained professional who can put under the like what's the word I'm looking for? Sorry, I needed fruit snacks. I have
I love you, Dad.
a child, and I am pissed. So while all this like hell is breaking loose, can I go up to one of the can I go up to the like what do you call it? Going around the two tellers, and then we're on the map. There are the 3 dots.
Yeah. The
Yes.
bars. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah, the
portcullis.
bars. Yeah,
Which
the
side?
portcullis
Which side? Left or right?
left, because everyone's on
Okay.
the right, correct?
Yes,
Like
they
that's
are,
the
essentially.
Yeah.
okay. And
Mhm.
as I eat my fruit snacks, I would like to check the area around the portcullis for traps, because Rodri is competent.
He's not Monty.
All right, roll for trap.
That's investigation, correct?
Yeah, it is, yes.
18.
Okay, so what you see before you is essentially a portcullis door that has been doubly locked down. You notice that each of the like bars are padlocked
Mm-hmm.
with some kind of mechanism into the floor. It
Okay.
appears to be like the moment that they've descended, they've hit pressure plates that have then doubly put out a spike into the I don't want to say rod, but I'm going to end up saying rod. There we go. It's done. Um,
Wow.
Well,
and that
as long as there's no
behind the
spike
portcullis,
into Rodri, we're happy. Can I
behind the
tell?
behind the portcullis,
Mm-hmm.
a steel wall has come down. Um, as far as you can tell, there are no traps, but there is a very complicated lock.
Could I pick this complicated lock?
Well, I mean, it doesn't really have a hole for you to pick.
Ah. Well done.
It appears to be made of a spinning disc.
Mm-hmm.
If you would like to just try and sleight of hand it, go right ahead. But around the disc are different symbols.
Can I examine can I take note of what these symbols are? Would that be like perception or
Oh no,
investigation?
you can see them, so you can
Okay.
take note of them. I'm not going to make you roll for that. You've already seen them with your trap detection.
All right. Do I know what they mean?
You don't really get the feeling that they mean anything so much as they are just, convenient for the lock. The very
Mhm.
top symbol is a sun, the very bottom symbol is a moon, and then on one side is the symbol for Mercury, and on the other side is the symbol for gold.
Oh, interesting. Cool.
Oh, very interesting.
Very interesting. Wow. Yeah. This has nothing to do with anything.
No,
that we know
absolutely
about.
not. Definitely not the possibility of capitalist dragons. Absolutely not.
No.
No,
I
of
mean,
course
not.
you know what? That
Dragon.
makes a lot of sense, to be
I
honest.
feel like, if anything, dragons probably started capitalism, so I feel
Yeah.
like that's fitting.
Yeah. If
Dragons
you can't
invented
hoard your
barrels.
own wealth, why not hoard other people's wealth?
And
Until
make
they
your
take
own
it out
money.
again, it's their
Other
wealth.
people's wealth.
Sorry, Roger, what were you saying?
Or I was going to say another reason for us to hate Abraxos. So I am going to try to call it.
Mhm.
I'm going to try to sleight of hand this lock.
Okay. And how would you like to try and sleight of hand this lock? Like, I want you to tell me what you are planning to do.
So with the spinning rock, the spinning disc
Disc.
around, does it sort of mean that that this potentially is like a like the picking the lock to a safe, essentially? It's a very complicated safe.
By looking at this disc, you cannot tell. You would have to move it.
Okay. But I haven't picked up on any traps, so I'm going to assume that the disc is not trapped.
You haven't picked up on any traps, no.
Okay. I will. So what I'm thinking that I'm going to do with this sleight of hand is that if the if this essentially works like a very fancy combination lock, I'm going to do the sort of like put my ear next to it and listen for A, the resistance, and B, like the little clicks that combination locks make when you unlock them or when you lock them.
Okay.
And I know this is going to probably take a little while because of the nature of the opening up these safes. So I will also like have a like carefully be taking notes as like I sort of hit like a if this is indeed how it works, taking notes on like the different positions that everything is in when they click in.
Okay, so you're going to turn the lock. This is what
Yes.
I need to be sure of. Okay. Roll sleight of hand.
29.
29. The moment that you attempt to turn the lock, you realize that this isn't a turn lock at all. And in fact, there appear to be grooves under this disc that allow you to push it towards certain symbols.
Ah. So now it's just a case of figuring out what the lock mechanisms it is. I don't have any indication of what I don't sorry, I haven't seen the notes, so I don't know what the what do you call it? I don't know what the thieves' cant would say, so I'm not sure if there's any little like hint.
you haven't seen the none of you really pored over the notes for very long.
No.
Sure didn't.
Oh,
Nope.
Um, so really, you do have no idea as to what it could be.
Okay.
I hate saying that. I do. I am so
Oh,
sorry.
no. That's completely. This is part of why Roger is so pissed because like his plan, had he been put in charge, was going to be doing recon and actually sitting down and making a plan. But he was not in charge. So
Welcome to Hellions, Rodri. Welcome to Hellions.
um so I think what he's going to do is look around. Are there any like tellers in the area, or have they all like disappeared? Because I want to see perhaps, or like the bank manager, um, like so that I can essentially try to steal a key that I can use to unlock this lock.
Roll investigation because you're looking for a particular kind of person.
Investigation. Dance, investigation. I moved away from my character sheet. That's a 12.
Okay. With a 12, you can see that there is a teller behind the desk that you walked past to get to to get to these doors.
Mm-hmm.
Said teller is a middle-aged tiefling with grey hair braided back, just kind of hiding under their desk at this point
Mm-hmm.
in the hopes that whatever is happening will just leave them alone.
Are they hot?
Thank you for asking the question I had at back of my.
Of course they're hot and they're sensible. This is Carnocht. Everybody's hot.
I don't know. Middle-aged grey tiefling sounds good. Thank you. Carry on.
You're welcome. The only other teller that you can see is the one that is currently attempting very badly to stop Wagner and Frog.
Okay.
Like, there were only 2 accessible tellers at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm assuming the bank manager has sequestered himself away.
You would assume right.
I am going to. Shit. I feel like the easy mark is the one who's distracted,
Mm-hmm.
but the one who is more likely to have, like, someone who's very sensible, I feel like is more likely to be the one who has the key, especially given that he's like, or this tiefling there right next to the door. So that I'm trying to get into. Um, I am going to attempt to pick the pockets um of the sensible one. Who's hiding
Okay.
under. It's very difficult. It's a very stupid
Yeah,
thing.
it is a very difficult thing to do. I need you to roll sleight of hand, and I need you to roll stealth because you are invisible, and this is technically interacting with a person. So depending how you do on both of these rolls will depend on whether or not you keep up invisibility.
Then it was stealth, correct?
Yes.
All right. So I rolled my sleight of hand first. and that's a 29. And then I rolled myself, and that's a 16.
Okay, so you can definitely pick this man. Wow, you can definitely pick this man's pocket. There we go.
Mhm.
But unfortunately, you are going to lose invisibility.
That's okay.
Who needs invisibility anyways? It's fine if no one has it, right?
Invisibility, we have fairy fire.
God damn it.
Oh my god. um,
or more accurately, I would use dancing lights to distract this man
all right.
because I don't feel like setting things on fire just yet.
I was gonna
Okay.
say,
Mm-hmm.
can we reasonably see his invisibility drop while he's being in a compromised spot right there?
Oh yes, I'm in a very compromised position with this very attractive tiefling.
With your
How
passive
did I do
perception, yes, you can see this.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
And
is
I
it-
will say, bear with me just one moment,
Sure.
as Rodri, as you pull back your hand, it is only to realize that this man just had a few gold coins on his person, and unfortunately, does not have a key,
Oh damn.
and is now looking at you with wide eyes, and just whispers very quietly, "Please don't kill me."
Oh.
Oh.
And I'm just gonna look back at this guy and respond with, "If you help me get what I need, I'll let you live."
Jesus fucking Christ.
That isn't the deal you think you're making. What are you going to do, Naoka?
Yeah, seeing that happen, I was like, well, jig is up a little bit. And is going to just like message sorry to Xanth and immediately walk over and slap him across the face.
Rodri or Zanthe?
Xanth.
Xanth kind of just looks for a second, just like I don't think like they've even processed it. It's just like, okay, this isn't the weirdest fucking thing that's happened so far.
Yeah, and she's just gonna start ranting about like, what kind of shitty bank is this? I got lit on fire. Where is your manager? And it's just like, get me to your manager now.
I think like Xanth like thinks for a minute and it's like, oh shit, okay. Ma'am, I need you to calm down, please. I cannot.
I would like you both to roll performance with advantage because Xanth is obviously very convincingly a banker right now.
Natural 20.
Nice.
I have 0 in performance. I want you to understand.
Beautiful.
Oh boy. Okay, let me see how good my performance is. 14.
Okay, so that slap really sold it. In fact, it distracts the woman who is trying to stop Wagner and Frog, and she immediately also jumps to the moment you say fetch your manager. Like, this is obviously a tone she has heard before. And
Wagner walks off with Frog.
luckily, Xanth, you score just high enough that she fully and wholesale believes that you are an employee just getting absolutely verbally abused by
And physically.
yes, and physically. Wagner, I would like
Yeah.
you to roll stealth if you are going to try and be stealthy about it. But roll it even if you're not, just to see if you're naturally stealthy.
Okay, sounds good. Oh my god, a 19 plus 2.
You are gone like the wind.
This is like an Adult Swim comedy, truly.
There's so much going on. Oh my god.
It got so unhinged so quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
The second that the fire was started, it all
Yeah,
just
Yeah,
went down.
yeah.
This is what we're doing today. All right.
Yeah.
So Wagner, you can definitely leave with Frog as this woman literally skitters around the side of the desk, and you see her looking for something as she's like, ma'am, we can, if you would like to lodge a complaint, you can sign a form and we
I'm
can
not saying
submit
a form. I'm not leaving until I see the manager. I'm not leaving.
God,
Mom,
Alec was
please.
so mean. Do you think she's free later? All right, baby boy, where are we going? What are we doing? Be my eyes, be my ears, be my brain.
I mean, we can't really go in the room, and everything's locked down because it's on fire. Also, I feel very dry. I don't think I want to be a frog anymore, but I don't know how to change back without everyone looking at me.
Find water. Got it.
Wagner, roll me a perception check, quick.
Wagner will try to find water.
Oh my god.
I mean, or we could just find a place for me to change back
16.
where it's not distracting.
16? There
Yep.
was a glass on the table when the sprinklers went off. It's now half full. The sprinklers have stopped, but that glass is still there. It's on the
Great.
table. It's behind the woman. She is on the other side of the desk. You have a clear shot.
Oh my god.
Jesus
Are you
Christ.
gonna dunk him?
Throw Frog?
Dunk him in the water.
All I heard out of that was throw Frog and then the water.
Are you throwing Frog, or are
I
you
am.
placing Frog?
I was gonna lovingly dunk you into that
Oh,
water,
nice.
not throw you.
Never
I'm
in
gonna-
my life
you
have I
know-
heard the words lovingly dunk, but it's in there now. It's in my brain.
It's kind of like when you put an Oreo in a glass of milk, and you're like, I don't want the
Yeah.
Oreo to get hurt, but
So
I'm
you have to put it
dunking.
in for the right amount of time. Like, I know what
Yeah.
you mean. I just
Yeah.
never thought I would hear the words.
Yeah, so I give him a little dunk, dunk, dunk. I pull him out.
Is that good? You good?
That's actually a lot better. Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we're probably supposed to get to a room.
What if we just start walking?
Okay,
Let's just start walking.
I mean that could work.
You trust me?
Always, you're my best friend.
Oh god.
You know, when we had that night up by the water, we both said some things, that neither of us is ever going to forget. We don't really need to go over it now. But it really impacted me. I've made some changes. I'm a different man now.
No, no, I
By,
don't.
by changes, I hope that they're like hard drive changes.
Oh, that was a different time. You know what? Never mind. We'll get there. I'll start walking.
And at that-
Wagner will start walking in a direction.
And at that, I think
Flip a coin. Yes, Fisher. What are you doing?
I think Fisher's gonna fire the second shot of the invisibility amulet and blink out and observe where Wagner and Frog are going and maybe follow them.
Because
Okay,
we
please
obviously
roll.
have the plan.
Don't worry about it.
Jesus.
Please roll stealth to follow Wagner and Frog.
That's a 4 out of a natural 1.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Wagner, you become aware that you are being followed by Fisher.
Okay.
Um. Also, did you flip me a coin?
I did. And I
Heads or
went
tails?
right.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I decided I just used a d20 and decided that evens was left and odds was right.
Beautiful. That's what I love. That's what I love to hear. So you go right. And in going right, you see an empty teller's desk. Wait, do you go to the right side or do you go right, stage right?
Okay, so if if Frog and I are presenting our soliloquy to the front door,
Yes.
I will turn my body to the right and start walking.
Okay, yeah, no, that works. That's the right side of the map. Okay, beautiful. Frog, you are getting further and further away from the door that you were planning to crawl under.
That's fine, man. I trust
What?
Wagner with my life, even though he says these funky
Absolutely.
things about us that I don't remember or have any context for.
Wagner, you're aware that Fisher is following you. You are also aware that there is a multitude of glowing things under the desk that you've just walked into the room of. There's also a portcullis with a steel door that's just gone down, and a little spinning top that's going with a low whistling noise. Anybody who is still in the lobby, I need you to roll perception.
Alright.
That's not us, right?
No, that's not you
No,
guys.
not us.
Yeah.
It's everybody but you guys and Rodri Rodri's
Great.
date.
16.
I'm rooting for them.
14.
Me too.
Did you all get above a 10?
Yeah.
Good to know. The statues are alive and are deciding to block the door.
Okay.
Like they have
Good for
started
them.
taking steps.
Happy for them.
And as the mallet like descends in front of the door,
Cool.
we are going to take a short break.
Hmm.
Well, all right.
So buckle up, kids. Let's go hydrate, go grab some snackies, and soon we'll be backies.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Cute.
I've been watching way too much Bluey. I'm sorry.
That's kind of cute, to be honest.
It's so good.
It
It's
is
so
really
good.
All right, I'm gonna mute us now.
Okay.
And we're back.
We are indeed back to more chaos and I would say disaster teens doing things disastrously, but you're not all teenagers in this one shot. So
I think it's just me and Frog.
welcome to the crime children, the suicide squad, the unalive unit.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
The
The
bad at
undead
thing guys.
That's a joke I'm not going to go down the road of anymore. Anyway, let's dive right back in. So we left off with the bank shut down, the plan's gone all to hell, things were set on fire, and then the sprinkler system started. And now the statues have moved in front of the doorway, just as Wagner and Frog have taken off in a direction. And Rodri has threatened a man, badly flirted.
Badly flirted.
What are we doing? The mace has just come down in front of the door. You are locked in. Naoka,
Went after.
Yes, Fisher, you are going after Wagner and Frog, who know
Mhm.
who know that you are following, but also you are following.
Yeah.
um, Naoka, you have the attention of the main receptionist, who is desperately trying to remember currently how to undo the safety protocols, and is like, I can't call my manager until the safety protocols are done. Give me two, oh goodness. And you see She goes over to her desk and appears to be just pushing random pieces of carving as though trying to find something.
Not impressed.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah,
She tries.
be a nightmare.
She goes faster and just gets it more wrong.
Zanthe, is there anyone else besides her? Or she's the only one in this mess right now.
She is the only one in this mess with you guys right now. You can see from your position that Rodri has the other bank teller. You don't know what's going on in the rest of the bank or outside of the bank at this moment.
But for that matter, what's going on with the other bank teller?
Yeah, I think Zanthe will just kind of walk a step or two closer to her. I'll take her. She seems to be really upset, so I'll just take her to the manager so she doesn't slap me again. And Zanthe is gonna try to cast detect thoughts and see if she thinks of any image of where the manager's office is or anything like that as they're talking.
Okay, detect thoughts. The surface thoughts that you get are mostly panic and, oh god, if this woman's rich, I am going to lose my job. Why did this have to happen on the day that I subbed for Brenda?
Yeah, Xanthe's gonna push deeper. See.
And what is the save for that?
Wisdom 16.
Wisdom 16. Bear with me uno momento. That is a 16. Meets it, beats it.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. All you have got is her panic and cursing the fact that this is essentially a retail position.
Xanthe's gonna put the spell back on Nyoka before it ends, so it doesn't seem like she doesn't know that they were trying to read her mind. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. Just I'm. Where do I go?
Have you not been in a lockdown? I'm very busy dealing with this lovely
She
lady.
just attacked me. Please, can you just help me, please?
Um, ma'am, would you mind just taking a seat for a moment, and I'll get the manager for you. No.
I'll wait, but not long.
Oh, of course. And she's gonna reach out and like grab your sleeve, Xanth, and just drag you behind the counter and kind of shove you in the chair while she's still frantically trying to press buttons on her desk.
Okay.
There's a first aid kit in the bottom drawer if you need it, but you look fine.
I just don't like getting slapped in the middle of a shutdown at the bank.
No,
I think that's
nobody
reasonable.
nobody likes getting slapped in the face. Nobody likes shut down at the bank. But we've got bigger things to worry about.
What bigger things?
We're in a lockdown.
I haven't really experienced this anymore. This isn't. This isn't an accident. This is just something that.
If we're in a lockdown, it means that something detected snooping magic and something else detected an attack, which is probably what caused that fire.
What is snooping magic?
Oh, I don't know, scrying or some shit.
Okay.
Look, a wizard or a druid gets it in their head every once a month or so that they need to scry or that they need to wander around invisible to see if they can steal a little bit of extra gold for some components. Aha!
Well,
And two buttons click in on the desk, and you see that the desktop slides back to reveal a number of runes.
do I recognize these runes?
What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Thieve's-Cant.
You do not recognize these runes.
Okay. Actually, let me look at my spells. I'm gonna cast Comprehend Languages.
Okay, you cast comprehend languages. You now understand that this is a runic alphabet, sure, but it's gibberish.
Hold on, I need to roll wild magic. Okay, I'm good. Cool.
None of the runes spell anything. They are just used
Oh, I should have
as
read the spell
symbols.
fucking description first. Okay. Xantha's gonna like touch her arm and just be like, look, I know you're really scared right now, but I feel I can help you if you just tell me what you need help with, okay?
What I need help with is the fact that I cannot be. Oh. We're probably going to lose our jobs if we can't get this sorted. I don't know which one of these idiots has started all of this. Do you?
Who is the staff? Who are you talking about?
Well, somebody threw some sort of fire thing in here.
Okay.
Did you see anybody snooping? Did you see anybody throwing something? Did you see anybody, I don't know, going near any of the magic detectors?
I Emily's thinking really hard right now. I Are they not supposed to?
Not if they've got active magic going, they're not.
Okay. Theoretically, would we want to chase after them, or is that something we would leave for
No,
someone?
that
Okay.
is something that we leave for the guard. We do not apprehend, we just make sure that the situation stays peaceful as possible while the hoity-toities live it up in the back rooms.
I don't know. Don't you ever just want to be a hero, fuck shit up, go a little haywire? Janice, what's her name? I don't remember.
He hasn't given you her name.
Okay. Does she have
But
a name tag?
she does not have a name tag. Roll a d20. Let's see if you got this
Okay.
woman's name right.
6.
You did not get this woman's name right. She just looks at you, and for a long moment she's like, how exactly did you pass the psych evaluation to work here?
That's really rude. If you're going to be passive aggressive, you might as just well tell me what's on your mind, okay? I don't appreciate it's a bad working relationship and it creates a really toxic environment, especially when there's a lot of women in the workplace like this. I don't appreciate shit like that, okay, Janice?
Uh-huh, sure. Right. Look, just tend to your cheek and try and deal with that one. She's going to be a problem. Once they've acted up like that, they act up again.
Okay,
She's
well,
probably
I feel like
yelling again in 10 minutes.
she's gonna fucking hit me again if I don't bring her to the manager. So I'm just gonna take her to the back. I'll keep an eye on her and I'll I'll look for him.
No, you won't. You will just make sure that she stays calm, and I will go and fetch the manager. And she presses several runes. At which point, she disappears.
Well, she disappears.
Yeah, in a wash of the weave, she disappears.
Santa's gonna awaken mind message Nyoka and just say, "All right, she doesn't want me to go take you to the manager. She's kind of passive aggressive a little bit. It's fine though. I don't really. She wants us to wait here. I don't think she trusts me, so I think if I go in the back, she might notice. And do you just want to go back anyways?"
Yeah? Yeah.
Okay, great.
What was she doing on her desk?
She was touching a bunch of runes and then
Oh,
she used magic and disappeared.
was the runes the magic?
DM, would I know one way or another?
Roll Arcana.
15.
With a 15, it's I don't know. It's a theory. It could certainly be correct.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Look, we'll figure it out. I think this is fine. I'll take you back and nothing bad will happen. Come on. Sid just gets over and starts walking Nyoka back into the rooms.
Spectacular.
Into which rooms?
Let me look at the map.
Because the person who had dragged you off to the dragged you off behind her desk, she was the table in the main lobby, the teller in the main lobby.
Oh no, I have to get past all these dogs to find the maps. Where is the map? I can't find it again.
I'll ping it. Hold
Revealing
on.
that our voice chat was just dogs for a little while.
There you go.
I don't think
Thank
that's that much of a
you.
surprise. Like, it's either dogs or cats.
Okay. The little circle that's the door behind the teller's door.
Yes.
What is that in real life?
That constitutes the fact that it is a locked door.
Is it locked with like a metal like safe lock or
Roll investigation.
Bap, 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 bap. Oh, 6.
You don't know, it's a door.
It looks like a door.
Yeah. It's a big ass door. Like, it's a big door, it's an arched door, it's made of gold.
Santa's gonna like wave Nyoka over and start like he's gonna check for traps.
Okay. Roll investigation.
Okay. 7.
Don't see any traps.
Okay, great. Santa's gonna try to open it.
How? There's
Is
no
there
handle.
there's no handle?
No.
They'll just push on the door a little lightly and see if anything happens.
The alarms start blaring again, like a high-pitched whistle happens, and the statues that had moved in front of the doorway take up a more aggressive stance.
I didn't mean Sith like takes Nyoka's arm and just starts moving around to I'll say the right side with the other T on the map.
Yeah, Naoka's just going to act like she's getting a little pissy with him, and it's gonna be like, "This is taking too long." Can I cast detect magic?
Yeah, go for it. With your detect magic, the statues light up. And the statues, the interesting thing about them is that you can quite clearly trace the magical connections between the statues to every door in the building, including the portcullis. You can also sense that they are connected to the holes in the ceiling that the water came out of.
Okay.
The other detect magic that flares incredibly bright is the table, the desk that the teller had just used to press some runes and disappear.
Is there like, is it all one kind of magic, or is it?
You get the impression that it was woven by the same magician, by the same weaver of magic.
Yeah, what school of magic am I looking at though?
You're looking at a couple different schools. Most of it seems to be put into elemental magic, though.
Huh. Okay. anything that's specifically like evocation or transmutation?
Let me just double check which one it falls into.
I'm sorry for the crunch.
It's okay.
Detect magic, kind of broken actually.
I am so sorry if you can hear Lottie just tearing apart this cardboard box.
It's very cute. They love a little murderer.
You are looking more like evocation, actually, especially for the statues themselves.
Mm.
Is there anyone in the room when we enter, or is it empty?
What do you mean when you enter? What room are you entering? The door didn't open.
No, the room on the right. We were gonna go to the other teller room on the right.
Okay, you go to the components room on the right.
Oh yeah, I suppose so. Yes.
Is it the component? Okay, all right. Is it stage right or map right?
uh, map right, not Xanth's right. The
Okay, because Rodri's on the other side.
yeah, I had a feeling and I'm like, maybe let's not go with the boys.
Yep.
Like,
So the
I'm on map. Oh no, I'm on. Wait, where am I? I'm not
I don't
stage.
You're on
know.
the left side.
you're
of
on the left
the-
side of the
yeah.
map.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Which is quite funny considering most everybody else is on the right side of the map now, especially
Mhm.
because this is where Fisher, Wagner, and Frog are.
Mhm.
Okay, interesting.
Roll
Any
perception, all of you, please.
no one's invisible, which is a plus.
I'm invisible.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
No,
Fisher,
you're not.
You're not invisible. You
Fisher-
threw
Fisher
out
casted
against
it.
fire.
activated the amulet again.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
used the
There are
amulet. Yeah.
There are 2 uses per day. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I must have missed that.
I got a 3.
18, baby.
Not 20 for 24.
There is a suspicious lack of civilians for anybody who got above a 14.
Wait, weren't there civilians in here when we entered?
Yeah, you were like the moment that the fire started, they started panicking and everything. They're gone now.
But the
Don't know where
doors
they
were
went.
locked.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
I don't like this.
At which point, I guess you find Frog kind of like. I think as a if there are not a lot of civilians around or 0 civilians around, you find Halfling Frog, like banging on Wagner.
Oh my god.
What are you doing?
I don't know. We were gonna go somewhere, and then Wags just kind of stopped.
Okay, well,
Okay.
how much does Wagner weigh?
That is a very good question and would probably be served best by having access to Wagner's character sheet.
I assume heavy.
But I don't currently have to hand. Yeah, I would assume that Wagner is fairly heavy.
Okay.
Do you want to try and lift Wagner?
No, I don't want to try to lift Wagner.
I'll try and lift Wagner.
No.
Go ahead
I'm
and
not
roll a strength,
satisfied.
Frog.
That's an 18.
Frog, you raise your metallic boyfriend into your arms like he is an angel.
I'm
Beautiful
so
fight.
concerned.
Frog just picks up Wagner like it's nothing. It's like, okay, like what should we do? They're like the
Okay.
same size.
Yeah. Now
Um,
his eyebrows go up with that shit.
do you know we're trying to look for the manager's office?
Why would I know where the manager is?
I don't know. We just ran into you.
Yeah, Frog's just looking at you like, why? Come on.
Why what?
All right.
I mean, I don't know how we're gonna try and get like through anything because
I
everything seems pretty locked.
yeah.
Yeah.
I do you have any suggestions, or is this just an observation, Frog?
Just an observation.
All
He's
right,
good at those.
Yeah. Is there any conjuration coming through it from anything?
A little bit.
Oh.
You sense around the big heavy door that Xanth tried to move and couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And there's also a little bit from the desk of runes.
The desk.
Yes.
Okay. Is it like specific runes?
It is, yes.
Okay. I'll roll for it. Whatever you need me to roll. I just want to see if I can figure out this fucking like rune keyboard.
Go for it. I mean, you were specifically told to bring books on runes, so
Yeah. I asked. Never mind. All right. What do you want?
You
Lee,
planned
I
this
would like
fucking heist
you.
for us, and
I
we
did.
just set it
I
on
I did.
fire.
You did. You
I
did
brought the
indeed.
books!
I would like you because do you still have the books with you or did you leave them?
I mean, assuming I have a bag that I could put them in reasonably. I did say it was like 27 books because I was not expecting to leave so immediately.
Roll 2 intelligence checks for me.
Ooh, Alright. Uh, 19 on the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. 16 on the second.
Okay. All right. So the first one was a roll for how many of those books you'd read before,
Mm-hmm.
and you rolled very well. So you will roll with advantage on your arcana check. Your next intelligence check was for how many you had brought with you, which you've brought the ones that you didn't have with you. So I will give you a +1 to this arcana check.
Oh, okay. Alright. Let's see.
Go ahead and roll arcana.
22 total.
With a 22, it's not easy to see the patterns. It does take some looking, but you recognize that several of these runes are connected to different spells and spell triggers. In much the same way that an artificer might prepare a spell to leave in something, these runes are calling upon wells of power that appear to come from beneath the bank. Um, to trigger active spells in the desk. Like there are components in the desk attached to each rune.
Is everything underground? Okay.
I hate basements. I've told you this. Everything is underground.
You use
I
them a
hate
lot.
basements, so I put
Yeah,
I put
no, I
everything
do.
underground.
I do. That's why I put everything underground. I dislike basements, and I am trying to make you guys dislike basements too. Um, you can tell with a 22 the runes that would teleport you to the manager's quarters,
Oh, okay.
and that
Perfect.
they have just been used. You can also make out a set of runes that, when pressed simultaneously, would unlock the steel doors behind the portcullises.
Ooh. I like that. Hmm.
You can also make out.
What?
I'm making a bad joke.
Making a make-out joke.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I thought we were overhearing Rodri talking to the tiefling.
Yeah, no, me too.
I mean,
Oh my
I mean,
God.
we all
Oh, okay.
could just be hearing Rodri talking to the tiefling. I mean, like, I did a real. I'm really sorry. I'm not very good at this flirting thing. If you help me out, I'll take you out for dinner. You're really cute.
I mean, thank you. The offer is very flattering. Um, I'd rather not. I'm sure you can understand. It's just
Alright.
you seem like a very fine young man. You're a little young for me.
How old do you think I am?
He kind of shrugs, knowing that this could be a bad answer. So Naoka,
Yes.
are you choosing to press any of the runes or trigger them?
I am going to test the ones to lift the steel doors first and foremost. Just
Okay.
to see what happens.
Roll me an Arcana. Just an Arcana check.
Can
Okay.
Zanthe help to give advantage?
How would Zanthe help to give advantage?
So, what specific are you just pressing the runes, or are you examining them?
My understanding is I've figured out which ones are like
Yes.
teleports us, and which ones are like we'll lift these doors that we really want to get open if we want to get over
Also,
there.
yes.
So it's like, in theory, I should be able to do this.
Okay. Well, if she's relayed this to Xanth, maybe he could help, but I don't know.
Well, first message to Zanthe.
Mm.
Do you think that we could possibly get Fisher to touch the teleportation one?
Uh, yes. Where's Fisher? Does Oh man, I don't. Fisher's fucking invisible right now.
Or Rodri, either would.
Okay, Rodri's fine. Rodri's on the other side of the map.
Oh, I don't need to be the first one going through.
I'll be the first one going through. I'll press it.
No.
We don't have anyone else.
Well, you're in charge. Call Fisher.
It's at this point that Rodri walks over with the dragging the guard behind him.
Oh.
Oh, the teller is not happy. The teller's not a god. This is just a dude.
I know. I don't know why I said guard. He's just dragged this guy over.
Xanth's gonna get up, pretending to fucking go back to their character, and just push Rodri off the teller. What are you? Get off of him! Are you okay?
I think it's okay for you to drop the act now.
Yeah, shut up. Where's your manager?
When a lockdown like this happens, the back rooms are automatically shut off. The manager, the owners of the bank, including the floor manager, has probably gone to the top floors.
Gone to the top what?
The top floors.
Okay.
There are 3 floors above this one.
Okay.
And that is usually where they go.
Well, my friends would love your help right now. Santa's gonna like guide this poor teller over to Nyoga.
Okay.
I will help in whatever way I can, but I realize I am in no position to make requests but my helping you will most definitely get me fired.
Do you, they're, are they going to fire you anyways? Is this a thing that would happen?
I can't guarantee. I would implore you to have some pity for a man who needs a job and is probably about to be active on.
Okay, just go home. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell anyone where we are in the bank right now, but just go. Just
He motions to
No.
the door where the two statues are. If anybody
No.
gets within 10 feet of those, they will attack. I'm kind
Okay.
of trapped here.
No.
just
you
go
remember-
sit in the corner then. It's fine.
No, he can open the doors, probably.
Open the doors for us.
Rodri, pull a knife on him.
No, wait, no.
He's under duress. That's not
It's
his
just
fault.
like he has the finger with the signet ring on it.
Now he's under duress. It's not his fault. I can't fire him.
Is that true? And he looks at the teller.
Unfortunately, though I would like some sort of assurance that I'm not going to die.
You're not going to die. I'm not gonna. I don't.
Zanthe would never let that happen to you.
Yeah, I don't know if it's really easy to believe right now, but I'm not going. You're not going to die.
Anyways.
Right, yes, no, I completely trust you.
I mean, I really don't know if
I
you.
detect.
Just leave him
No,
alone.
not at all.
I really don't know if you have a lot of options. So
Frog's just looking at him.
And will you do me the favor?
At the teller.
Yeah.
Anyways, to our new friend, please, if you don't mind, open the door to the components section. Thank you.
Of course. And he heads towards where the portcullis is down in the component section. And reaches out a hand towards the lock. And that, I think, is where we're going to leave it this week. I realize that that's a little bit sooner than I had promised everybody on break. But I think this is a good place to leave it. And we will get back to this next week.
I'm sure it will be very chaotic or not chaotic at all. Sorry. And totally just
No, you were right first time around. I know this. I don't know why I had stopped expecting it. But yes, tune in next time for more Go Team Alpha Squad. Fuck shit up.
That's a good one. That's the best one so far.
I mean, it sounds accurate.
Yeah.
Over to you, present day me.
Oh my god, get out of here.
You literally, we
God, are we in
literally
time
don't
loop?
know how we're gonna do this.
Editing wipe, editing wipe, editing wipe.
I think we stopped talking. I think it's time. Hello, it's time to end the stream.
Nah, we could just keep it going.
No, I timed it way better this time than last time. Hello, live chat. Welcome. Yeah, thank you so much for coming and hanging out for part 2 of our special pre-recorded
Part 2, everything goes
special.
absolutely right.
Everything goes absolutely right the whole time and nothing goes wrong. I don't know what you guys are talking
Everything
about.
goes according to plan.
Yeah, because there was no plan. So I feel like that's a very accurate description.
The amount of chaos you guys channeled in that episode genuinely had me dizzy.
I mean,
It was great.
I, for one, feel like none of this would have happened if you would have just let Naoka look
No,
at the map.
no, 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 absolutely not.
If you would have
That's
just
too
let
sensible.
Naoka study the map, I think this could have gone way better. But yes,
It would have in hindsight, yes.
yeah. if you came in with either of those raids, thank you so much for coming and
Yeah.
hanging out. If this was your first experience with Hellions, it's a little less chaotic than that on a regular basis.
No, it's
I
not.
think like
No.
a smidge. Like I think this is a pretty good different characters, same attitude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'll drop a little Hellions, a little Discord down in our links below.
Yeah, if you liked it, come say hi, come talk with us.
Yeah.
And we're here every Monday, so
Yes. Next week we will have the exciting finale of our little season 2.5 middle story Zanthe arc. We have not named this thing and it shows.
I have.
Have
but
you?
In my head, yes.
Oh, okay. You'll have to tell it to me for YouTube so I can put it
No.
up.
Absolutely not, because the name of it is just Key Smash.
Oh. I mean,
Yeah.
apt. But very
Yeah.
difficult for me to say with my human mouth. Yeah. But yeah, and if this is your first time finding Going Crit, welcome. We do have other streams that happen on
do.
this channel as well. It is not all Hellions, although Hellions
it's not.
happens often.
Yes.
I would say most often, because we are a very long-form campaign.
Yeah, we're an incredibly long-form campaign, so we're around every Monday. But there are other shows on this channel, including shorter 1 to 5 shots that'll be coming up. And tomorrow, I believe it is the season finale of Itaewon by Night.
It is the season finale. So I mean, as like weird as it could be jumping into a season finale, how fun would it be to jump into a season finale? You know what I'm saying? I feel like Vampire is very dramatic, and to see the ultimate episode,
It's like,
would be an
okay,
experience.
Jumping into a season finale, let me sell you on this idea. It's like those shows that start at the end and then they're like, hey, it's me. I bet you're wondering how I got into this.
Yeah, how I got into this mess. And then you go back and you watch the start of the campaign. Yeah, and that's been, again, like one of those kind of shorter sessions. I want to say under 10 episodes. Maybe it's under 15. I think under 10 episodes.
I don't know. I can only count with my fingers. So
this is fair. And I am extremely sleepy. So yeah, I do really encourage you to come out for that and give some of our other future shows a try. We also just like host short stuff by like we host applications and people come in and play their games with us, and that's really fun.
Yeah, that being said, thank you to our patrons, and regular Hellions will be back after next week.
Yeah, we might have to take some little breaks here and there. But yeah, we're excited to. I want to play my boy again so bad. We're very excited to come back. Ooh, and actually, I think there's gonna be a couple of play-by posts. Probably dropping on the Patreon. Before it does come back proper, because I think those things probably need to come out before the episodes do.
I think so too.
I think so too. Yeah, we'll have to talk about that after we're not live. So thank you all so much for coming and hanging out. I am gonna get out of here because I am such a sleepy sheepy. But we really appreciate y'all and see you on the Discord. And if not, see you tomorrow or next week. Thank you all so much for watching. Goodbye.
Bye.